To see the full video, please go to my YouTube, Maestro Drake. Dear Amiah Miller, moving out isn't like changing jobs or switching talent agencies or modeling agencies. It honestly does something to the body and the soul. I mean, this is the first house I grew up in, apart across from a large cemetery. And here I'm seeing it for the first time in years. It's painted red. Red. No longer green. That's a better color, actually. But when I first moved out of the house that I grew up in, I wanted to do it my way. When I started college, my father he was really imposing on my life. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't even know if I should join the circus or run away from home, maybe join the Foreign Legion, be an acrobat, be a stuntman, be a stunt car driver, or be a great artist or a musician. I had no friends. My father and my mother, the way they were, made sure I just, in some ways, however indirectly, that I would never have any friends. He was a physically abusive man, not sexually abusive, but just physically and verbally a drunk and an angry person. So it really sucked the life out of me to want to go to college and have a nice job. Was it my dad wanted me to do office work and stuff? It just never worked out for me to really just move out of that house. So I had to do it a different way. Then in 2010, I moved into the second house. And the first 5 years were rough, mostly because of the neighborhood kids. They were abusive, they were rude, they were shitty. I imagine this house will turn red too. That's fine. That's the color it needs to be. Not this. It used to be pink, and then it turned like a light, like a pistachio green, which is such an ugly color. Just ugly, ugly color. Anyway, the kids were delinquent. Now my neighbor tells me that most of those kids are in jail, in prison. These were kids that used to climb over my gated fence to go and get a ball because their parents were too stupid to take them to the park or get them after school sports programs. These stupid inbred kids were playing ball out in the street, kicking it into people's cars and setting off alarms. Delinquents. I mean, pure delinquents. I mean, you would not go near these kids. I mean, you being a child actor, having been most of your career being a child, you would not go near these kids. They're about your age or older, so they're not nice people. Anyway, it was rough. And then I moved out. And now here I am in this condominium and all the things around me. I don't know what's going to happen. There's always an asterisk to everything. My family helped me pay for it. I didn't contribute much to staying here, just moving in here. And that was tough. It was different than your story of moving out on your own, being successful, moving out on your own, having a successful career. I mean, I don't want to sound sexist, but when you're the pretty girl and you're sad today, everybody wants to help you. If you wake up and you have my face and you're sad today, nobody cares. It may be sexist, but that's the reality of life. And I know it almost 50 years, and I know this to be true. Life's unfair that way. But some things I have to figure out on my own. I know what I don't want. I definitely do not want to happen, though. I don't want my family controlling my life or micromanaging my life or visiting because they're in Northern California. I'm here, so I don't want them micromanaging my life or imposing upon me like my father did. Because if that happens, I know exactly where I can go to. My bailout program here with a few things on my back. And actually, before the year ends, I do want to go to the islands, even for like a few hours and come back home, like a 1-day trip, 8-hour shift, quote unquote. That's what I plan to do. I just want to put my feet on the islands more than have a 3-day hotel stay or anything like that. I want to see the people more than the luxuries. Remember, you have traveled the world. The change in you to direct where you want to go and where you want to explore is what makes you the best Amiah. Love, Drake. The following music is by a performance of the Dueling Banjos by Eric Weisberg and All I Need by Radiohead. Is that you, Amiah?